Hello and good evening. Hope everyone's having a lovely Boxing Day. Let's just see if I am actually live. It says on here that I'm not. That might update in a sec. Come along, YouTube. Well, I'm just going to pretend I am live, and hope you're all having a great Boxing Day. Hope you all had a. Here we are. Hope you're all having a great Boxing Day. Right, got to turn the volume down. I'm live. So, hello everyone. Merry Christmas to you all. Dave saying he can see me. Duck saying you are live. Yeah, brilliant. Yo, Kurt Robertson. So, hello to everybody in the chat. Mark Airbex, Lucifer, Steve Ellis, I believe, was up at the top. Yeah, Steve Ellis, hello. That's like a Friends reference, isn't it? When people used to correct each other. It was funny. Was it Ross? Kim and Dan, hello. How are you doing? Yeah. Where's Quackers? You are live. Yeah. I'm doing good, thanks. I'm doing good. So I'm just going to bring the wonderful Exploring Dave in.
Good evening.
Good evenings.
Yeah, shouldn't have had that haircut because the light's shining on me head now. I haven't been rubbing it with Mr. Sheen or anything. It's just, just me gleaming personality.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just got a message off Kurt Roberts is in the chat. Hello, Twig's in as well. Hello, mate. How are you doing, Twig? Twig goes exploring with a guy called Flex, who is in Carlisle Way. So, yeah, hello, Twig. Everyone's saying hello to you. Right, how do I turn that off? The chat moves up that quick. I struggle to, like... So, Dave, did you have a nice Christmas?
I did. It was, well, it's time off work, so any time off work's great time, isn't it? Loving it. Just quiet, chilling. Yeah, I mean, with all this COVID malarkey, we can't do in hotels, can we? But it was nice for a change to just have a quiet, lazy, eat loads and drink loads and, do no.
Yeah.
And that lasted for a couple of hours, and then I went in my shed. So always something to do, always busy. So I'm been in my shed again today. I'm still in it now. I'm just on with another project, so I'm spending lots of time in my shed.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've seen on your Instagram that you're making a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's one that I started a couple of years ago, maybe, and then I got sidetracked onto building stuff for other people, and it just got put to one side and forgot about. And I dug it out middle of last week, and I thought, right, I'm going to get my finger out and get on with this. Things have changed in the meantime because I had a 600 engine to go in it, but I've since acquired a Suzuki 750 as a donor bike. So it's a wider back wheel. It's a 180 back wheel. So I've just had to alter the frame to take a wider back wheel. I've taken the engine out that we're in, and I'm just altering it now to receive the new engine. But the frame's built, so next job is get the engine in and see where we go from there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, is that quite a big job, marrying an engine up to a frame?
Well, no, not really, because what I do is I build the frame from scratch. I get a donor bike, and all I use off of it is the forks, the wheels, and the headstock. The headstock is the part what the forks pivot on, and that's got the frame number on. So I just mount that on my jig, and then I have a pipe bender. So I bend the tube, and it's just like, joining A to B. Just make a bit of pipe and bend it and weld it in, and jobs are good. And, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, good. Yeah, I look forward to seeing more of it on Instagram as it comes along. Yeah. What's your Instagram? ALW Exploring Dave, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your Instagram. That ain't a plug, I just couldn't remember. Yeah. So, yeah, I think I set it up as well.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
I'm not, as you know, I'm not that good with technology. So I prefer working with my hands, mechanical things. I can do all
not
like
digital,
that. No, I'm not a computer whiz kid.
No, it's coming though, isn't it? You're getting there.
Well, I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm getting there.
It's just knowing how, isn't it? It's just knowing how. I mean, I gave up in some ways because I was sort of doing loads of stuff with PCs and Windows and stuff like that, and in the end, I just bought a Mac. I bought an Apple Mac because you just turn it on and do what you need to do with it, rather than messing about updating and changing bits and that.
Yeah, the annoying thing with Windows is whenever you turn computer on and try and do something, it always wants to update, and you've got to wait for the flipping thing. Yeah. So somebody said to me, what you need to do is put it as a metered connection, and it stops it doing that. So I've done that, and yeah, it's brilliant. So whoever told me that, thank you. It's a great tip.
That's a good tip, actually, isn't it? Because you ain't going to download the update, so it just won't want to update anymore.
It has to ask you for permission to do out, rather than just taking it for granted.
Yeah, and just do it once a year or something like that. Just have a big update thing on it, put all the new bits on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, cheers.
Cool. Cheers, everyone. Merry Christmas. So, we've got a guest to come on in a bit. I don't know what time when he's going to be ready, but I'm
here.
Yeah, another guest.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got another guest. Looking forward. Cheers, Carl. Yeah, you had a bit of a exploring with Carl was on the Secret Vaults live today actually. It started last night and it ended up. What time did it actually finish, Carl? So I mean, I woke up because yesterday, obviously Christmas Day, I didn't do any work. I didn't go to the gym. I sort of sat around and ate a lot, so I didn't burn any calories off. So 4 a.m., 3 a.m. I woke up, so I was just not tired. Thought I'd have a look on YouTube, make sure, no one's left any daft comments or all like that. And I thought, Secret Vaults Live, I'll click on that. And ended up watching that for about an hour, and Carl was on there. So I left at about 4 a.m. And I remember Secret Vault and Carl both saying, we've got 4 cans left each, so let's keep going. So, yeah, crazy times. So, we've got a very special guest about to join us. So I'm just going to play a little clip. I'm just going to play a little clip of his work. And so I'm going to share screen. Right, so I'm going to share screen. So that one. Share. So, right, how do I do this then? So go. And then if I click on that. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, cool. Right, I'm going to play that. That's StreamYard. Remove that. So, hang on. Sorry,
I'm hanging on.
So we're going to add Rick Simpson from the Wilbur Project.
Everybody.
Hey, Rick.
Hello. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but I've never met you. And thank you for the snoods. They're absolutely brilliant.
That's all right. I can see you've got the perfect face for one of them.
I certainly have.
It's all right.
Yeah, definitely. So, I see you got the Clash album behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, nice. Yeah.
Pistols, yeah.
Sex Pistols, yeah.
They're silk or something. Funnily enough, I bought them in America. I travel light. I take a backpack with me. And they were silk, so they folded up real small into my backpack, so I could bring them home. I put them on a bit of MDF.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, oh, good. Yeah. So, well, it was Christmas Day yesterday.
Yeah.
And I won't play it because we're having a chat, but you did a song about Christmas a few years ago, didn't you, Rick, on your channel?
Yeah, Christmas is crap.
Yeah. I sometimes feel like that. Dave and I were going to do a piece to camera about Christmas, and we just didn't feel up to it, with all the goings on of this year and everything that's happened, and just crazy times. But yeah, it's Mark's in now. Mark is someone that we met in Germany recently on our Germany trip. So Marcus is in. Hello, Merry Christmas to Mark.
Hiya, Mark.
So yeah, we timed that one very well indeed to go to Germany.
We did.
I think before we went, they were in lockdown, and we went in about a month when they weren't, and then they went back into lockdown for 2 weeks just after we'd been. So crazy times. So now going back to the fabulous Wilbur Project, you've been doing a podcast recently.
Yeah, been good fun they have.
Yeah. They've been good fun to listen to in the gym, so that's when I put them on.
You didn't hear the last one, did you?
The Christmas one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to it again today because you mentioned that on Instagram, and I thought, right, I'm missing something.
I thought, well, we're a little bit merry. We'd entered the Christmas spirit perhaps a little bit early. And I thought, I hope he hasn't listened to that because he probably won't invite me on.
Yeah, block you. I'm ex-Navy, so I do like a festive drink 365 days a year.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't worry about that.
With the absence of getting out live and doing things this year in a band, and we can't even rehearse really. So we just thought we'd do some podcasts, get together, and have a bit of a giggle. Well, we were chatting like this for a start, and then we thought, well, why don't we just record it and put it out? So share the joy, you know.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic idea. So, tell the viewers, when was the Wilbur project formed, and what was the idea behind it?
It was formed about 5 years ago. But we've been mates for well, since we were teenagers, really. We've all sort of known each other, and I've played in a band with Sponge for 20, 30 years anyway. But we formed about 5 years ago because Wilbur, he was ill with his knees, and he wasn't having such a good time. So I thought, well, he's an old mate of mine. I've got much to do, so I could record some songs that I do at home here in the studio and go over to his and put some vocals on it. And we did a few of them, just mucking about for a laugh, really, something to do. And I said, well, we might as well put them out. They're not too bad. So we put them out and shared them. And then people said, you know, that's great. When can we see you live? And we thought, don't know. We don't know.
It's getting serious all of a sudden, doesn't it?
Yeah. So we thought, well, what's wrong with putting a band together? So we got a band together, and away we went.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I think I became aware of the Wilbur projects. I think I probably followed you already. I think I already followed you on Instagram from the. You were in a band before that called, what was the band before?
March to the Grave.
March to the Grave, and there was me and Dave are both into motorbikes, and I was at the motorbike racing. I think it was only a small one at Snetterton or Alton Park or somewhere like that. So I used to follow the British Superbikes around. Yeah. And Valentino came on, which is one of the March to the Grave tracks.
Yeah.
And I thought, what's this? And it was just on in one of the mobile cafes that's there.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I Shazammed it, and it came up March to the Grave. I was like, right, I'm going to start following them because that is cool. Because it's a really catchy track, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah.
And then when I got home, I couldn't buy it because I didn't have it. This was years ago. It was before Apple Music.
Yeah.
All that. You had to go to the shop and buy a CD. So I YouTubed it when I got home, and it was you guys. It was March to the Grave. You was in a pub. It was just a pub band, but that's the sort of thing I like to go see. I used to go see all sorts of bands in pubs, you know.
All right, yeah.
What I used to do. So yeah, I got and that's how it all started. And that was a long time ago.
I bet it was 10 years ago, wasn't it?
It probably was. Yeah, Max Biaggi was still in the MotoGP.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the year Max Biaggi and Rossi. It was sort of the last year Max Biaggi was on top.
Yeah.
So I think Rossi was Yamaha back then. So a long time ago. Yeah, a long time ago. So,
yeah. Well, I'm a big Rossi fan. Watched him since the 125. Used to had a satellite dish in the early days and watch Eurosport on it.
Eurosport, that's the one.
I really
that's a while ago.
When it was like the abroad ones, I used to really like getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and watching all the races. I used to go downstairs, put the telly on and keep the quilt cover or something on the settee, and absolutely brilliant. So I watched Rossi coming through from the, saw him in the 125s and the 250s and thought, this bloke's going to be good, and he was.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, the years when sort of Mick Doohan, when he was sort of on his way out, and
that's a while ago.
Yeah, well, that's when I used to go watch him, and he used to have the 125s, the 250s, and then the 500 two-strokes on it, two-stroke bike.
Yeah,
crazy things. See, that is, I'll just put this up.
All right.
How do I make Dave bigger? How do I make Dave bigger?
I could do it being made bigger.
Yeah. So what year was that, Dave?
That's 1992. 1992, and that's at Snetterton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that's Dave used to race motorbikes.
Did you? What age though?
Yeah.
Clubman.
Yeah, and then that was a RS Honda 125. Did all my own tuning, and that was tuned to run on blue gas, which is, I tuned it to run on aviation fuel and avgas to start with. And then blue gas is a bit higher octane, 110 octane, so I tuned it to run on that.
No, right.
And then I did my last solo race at Oliver's Mount in where are we? This one's at Oliver's Mount. There we go.
You're having a smashing time there.
That's that round Memorial Hairpin. Yeah.
For those
did my last solo race in '92, I think, and then a passenger sidecar for a few years.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now I just do it for pleasure. I got a bit too old for falling off and sliding down track and hitting things. You don't mend as easily when you get old, do you?
It does get to that. It does get to that, doesn't it? At a certain point, you start thinking, So I've got motorbikes, so I always have. Do you ride, Rick? Do you have a bike? Yeah. So do you still get out on yours?
Oh, well, I haven't been as much this year, obviously.
No.
We went to Germany the year before, me and Sharon, for a holiday, On the bike. It was fun. Went down to Heidelberg.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, nice. Do you go down to the tunnel then and drive up through France and all that? Or?
Yeah, France and Belgium.
Oh, nice. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good indeed. Yeah, we went to Germany, but it was in car, wasn't it, Dave?
Yep, October.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, no Oktoberfest though. We weren't there for that. To be honest, I mean, I'll have a beer, but we weren't actually there to have a beer. We was there to go exploring and film and stuff.
Yeah,
meet Mark.
It's awful when you got responsibilities like that on yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's a shame. So the Wilbur Project on my T-shirt, they obviously promote sensible drinking, of course.
Yes.
Yes, sensible drinking and know your limits. Oh, what is it? Drink aware, that's it. Yeah, one of their tracks is called Stella. It's probably one of the first Wilbur Project tracks that I listened to. For anybody, you've got your own website, haven't you? Is it called Is it just Google the Wilbur Project?
Yeah, that'll come up. Yeah, .co.uk, but yeah.
Nice one. And it's in my website as well. That one. I'll just put that in the chat.
We're all over the place, mate. We're on Spotify and YouTube and everything. We're all over. Just type it in, and whatever you want will come up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've got Rick's got a channel. It's called Rick Simpson, isn't it? Your YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's my own channel, but the Wilbur Project's got its own little folder in there.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to watch the videos, like the video that we just watched, that I put on, that's all on Rick Simpson's YouTube channel. If one of the mods can pop that in the chat, I'd appreciate that. And all the videos are on there. And then the Christmases crap that Rick did a few years ago is on there. And autocorrect as well, another favourite of mine.
Oh, do you like that? Oh, thank you.
Yeah. But it's true. It's true. I write things, even on my Instagram, things like that, in the morning when I'm putting a post on Instagram, the autocorrect changes what I'm trying to write down and put some random stuff on. And if I'm in a rush in the morning, I click send and it uploads to like everybody on Instagram and it's just some random word. It puts like custard instead of conveyor. Yeah, custard belt. So everybody's looking at my post thinking, what's he on about custard belt? So yeah, autocorrect.
Oh no,
very true. So yeah. So what is the plan for the future, Rick?
Wow. Once we get over this wave of nothingness, we might do something. When we're finished doing nothing, we're going to do some
Well, you're not doing nothing, are you? You've got your podcast.
We've got a podcast.
You've got your podcast.
You need to get out there and reach people, communicate with them. So no doubt we'll be doing some gigs and things when that picks up. If there's any venues left, if not, we'll probably just do something ourselves, playing the bandstand, something like that.
Yeah.
No good to getting out and playing that.
Yeah, I didn't catch that last bit. There's a bit of background noise. I don't know if someone's got YouTube open, but
not me.
I'm not sure. I think it's Dave's squeaky chair.
Isn't it? On a bit of oil, Dave.
It probably is. It's either that or his knees. It's probably Dave's knees, to be
Probably
honest.
it's my knees. Yeah. Yeah. Keep squirting them with WD-40.
Yeah, that's the way. Will was trouble with his knees, and we've got a song in the pipeline about him. So,
right. Good.
I might mention you or give you a tag in that.
Right. Cool.
Yeah. So there's your website. Yeah. I'm trying to think. When was it that you went to Rock and Blues at Butlins in Skegness?
Oh, it'd be 3 years ago, wouldn't it? 2018, I think.
Wow. So 2 years ago, it'd be 3 years in summer. Yeah. Well, yeah, I went there, and that was awesome. Yeah.
I've never been to the Rock and Blues one. I've been to the punk one with the Grave, but the Rock and Blues one I thought was a lot better. Just sort of chilled and a more receptive audience, if you know what I mean. You're not sort of pigeonholed there. Although, the Wilbur Project are probably not the pure blues band, but everybody likes, once you've had a beer or two, a bit of high energy, especially after a day of guitar solos. Sometimes you can just do with thrashing out a little bit, which is where we come in.
Definitely, yeah.
After the year after that, we played at the Great British Rhythm and Blues Festival in Colne in Lancashire. I think that was 2019. We played 2 gigs there that year, and it was voted the best festival of the year in the UK. That's absolutely brilliant. If you ever get a chance to go there, the streets are lined with bars and pubs with, even just a little bistro will have a band on, playing inside or outside, and the whole streets are lined with it. It's an absolutely brilliant festival. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, well, that's right up my street, That's the sort of thing I like.
You like that. Even if we don't get invited back, I'd go as a punter.
Yeah. I'd be going as a punter. I've got a guitar, but I can't play it. So I'd be going a very bad busker or just a punter. So I'll probably just go as a punter. I'll go with Dave. We'll go have a beer, Dave. Go watch Rick play with Wilbur. Is Dave froze up? Or is he just sitting really still? I froze up then. Yeah. So, right. Exploring with Carl. His dad's a guitarist. My dad had a post-punk band called Sister Ray in the 70s. Young Johnny Marr was in it for a very short period. Wow.
That's cool, isn't it?
That is cool. That is really cool. Yeah. Carl's dad does have a YouTube channel because I've seen it. I think I'm subscribed to him, and he's he can play. Yeah, that's cool.
Where's he from? Manchester way then?
Macclesfield, which is
Mac lads.
Yeah, I was just thinking the Mac lads, but I didn't know if I was to go there or not. Yeah, but they had. I do listen to the Mac lads sometimes. I saw them Dave's gone. He'll come back. He's down in his shed and his internet's not the best. He's just on like a BT router and he's down at the bottom of his garden. So, I saw the Mac lads at Storming the Castle, which is a motorcycle action group rally up in Whitton Castle in about, it was a long time ago now. I mean, I'm 41 and I'd only just passed my bike test, so that's how long ago it was. Yeah, the Mac lads were there, and it was towards the end, it was when Alopecia was the guitarist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was an absolute riot. There was just beer cans getting thrown in the air all night. It was brilliant.
It's a proper thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and most of the liquid coming back down, I reckon 50% of it was lager. So you just There's several Rick Simpsons. Yeah, if you go on, they're trying to find you one.
All right. Well, you get sidetracked because the other chap does cannabis oil, doesn't he? The famous one.
Does he?
Yeah.
All right. Okay then. Well, he can. Yeah.
He's found a cure for cancer with it. He has.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, fair dues. Yeah. Dave's back.
I lost my connection, so
Yeah, you're freezing up.
yeah. What I've done is I think Wi-Fi were playing up, so I've plugged it in now. So I don't know what you call it. J45 is it?
Yeah, J45.
That's him. I'm plugged in.
Wow, man. Yeah. So yeah, the picture's a lot better. It's better than mine actually. I mean, I'm next to my router.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah, GTR saying he saw the Mac lads live in Nottingham. What a crazy night. Is that a Rock City, GTR? Because that's a bum place. Yeah. Have you ever played there, Rick?
I've never played there. I'd love to. No, I've been to lots of gigs there, though. Probably one of the best venues I've ever been to for gigs. Certainly the best night's rock and roll ever was the Georgia Satellites at Rock City. Absolutely brilliant. They played for about 2.5 hours, just non-stop. And at the end, it went like that, and you thought, "Oh yeah, the lights are on. What happened there?" It's like you got up on a cloud and you went on a ride, and absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Rock City is great for that.
Yeah, it's totally when you're watching a good band and you just totally locked into it. You don't nothing around you, and you just locked into that. And it's I always find when I go outside and your ears are ringing, you've been a good band then.
It was pretty loud as well.
Yeah, that's the best way. It's the best way. Loud is best. Turn it up to 11. I
don't think they're allowed to do that anymore, are they? There's the sound police are in there with the decibel meters.
Yeah, that's not so good. Does Wilbur have a decibel meter?
I wish he did. No. Yeah. You can't stop him yawping. Leicester City are missing him, I bet, on the terraces.
Yeah, I bet they are, yeah.
Now.
Yeah, I don't know how Leicester are doing. I mean, I don't follow football. The wife does. She's football mad, but I don't. But I know Wilbur's a Leicester fan.
He's a Leicester fan. Yeah, he's no stranger to the terraces there. It's they're doing all right, actually. Yeah, Leicester are right up there.
Oh, right, good. Yeah, good. Yeah, nice one. So what's going on in the chat? No, mate, someone at Trent Bridge, from what I vaguely remember, lol. Yeah. So
Trent Bridge. The cricket club the boat club used to have bands on regularly. I've seen a few bands there in Nottingham.
Yeah. It was just pubs and stuff I used to go to in Nottingham to watch bands because there's quite a few big pubs in there. I used to just go. Yeah. So I used to go out with a girl who lived in Mapley, and we used to get a taxi into town and just go watch bands and stuff.
You didn't walk back though, did you?
No. Yeah, it's a rum old walk. It's a bit lively on a night. Yeah. We saw people. We saw a young lass get her handbag. We were driving home in the taxi and we saw someone get mugged on the way back. I remember that. It just sticks in your mind, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, sad times. Yeah. Oh, your Instagram's up. Yeah, some good pictures go up on there. I can't put it up at the minute, but yeah, that's Rick's Instagram.
Yeah. I usually put a bit of the Colin Firth stuff up there when I can.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I suppose you've been able to do that, haven't you, for now? Because is it a ruleless I don't really know. I don't watch TV, but obviously I watch a lot of YouTube. What tier's Rutland in?
Rutland's in tier 2.
All right, so does that mean the pubs are open?
Yeah, if you're in tier 2 with a substantial meal.
So 6 pints and a pot pie.
Well,
Yeah, that'll do it.
it turns out it's a meal with a substantial beer.
yeah. So it's a bag of peanuts and a 5-pint pitcher.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool. Might move to Rutland. Yeah. Is it the smallest county in the UK?
I mean, Stamford here is on the border. It's technically in Lincolnshire, but it's surrounded by Rutland on 2 sides. So, if I walk from my house, 100 yards that way is Rutland. Quarter of a mile that way, I'll be in Cambridgeshire, which is tier 4 now. And then a mile that way is Northamptonshire, which is in tier 3. So you can walk around here in tiers.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to go. You're not allowed to go from tier to tier, are you? Are you?
Well, you can for work.
Yeah.
Or for medical reasons or something like that, I think.
Right.
But technically we're locked down, aren't we, really?
I think so. Yeah. I just asked the wife. She keeps up with current affairs. I don't get involved in it because it just annoys me and winds me up. So I just keep out of all that and just YouTube.
I tend not to watch the news. Yeah, I'd rather be pottering about in my shed making something.
Well, me too. Yeah, but I think I usually choose to look at the menu. Look at the menu on the news on my phone and choose what bits I think are relevant and what I need to look at. But I don't sit and watch Boris and all them talking about this, that, and the other. Like you say, it's just annoying, isn't it? Propaganda mainly.
Absolutely. Yeah, but I talked to my granddad. He's 92, plays golf every day, and he said it was all propaganda in like the 50s and the 60s. He said it's nothing new. He said it's always been like that. It's always been 5 pints and a packet of peanuts. As long as they're dry roasted, I'm up for that. Yeah, good times. Because salt's bad for you, isn't it?
It does make you drink a bit more, though, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, you could have another bag and 5 more pints. I've 10 pints and 2 bags of peanuts.
Or if you go to Germany, did you get caught with them pretzels that they have, whatever they're called?
No.
No, we didn't. We didn't. We did.
In the beer keller in Munich, what's it called? Brauhaus. Them big beer Steiners, and you think, so we could want a couple of them, great. And then come out with these pretzels, salted pretzels. Oh, I'll have one of them, and then you want another one of them, and then you have another drink, and then you want another pretzel, and then you want another drink.
Do the full 20,000 calorie. Are they the big ones? Because you do like big ones up, like the size of a big beer mat, like a dinner mat. Yeah,
What seen them, don't they? Probably a couple of pints in, something like that. Probably a bit more.
Yeah, my wife used to live out there. She used to live in Augsburg. She's from Britain, but she lived out there for a few years, worked at Fujitsu Siemens. So she's real cultural with Germany and all that. She has them pretzels and stuff. But yeah, we just had Jäger Schnitzel and pommes frites. And what was the other one, Dave?
Some currywurst.
Currywurst. I like currywurst.
Yeah. Mark will tell you more than what we can remember. Because he kept taking us to these restaurants, didn't he, and ordering things, and it would just put in front of. We just ate it, Yeah,
I wish I had a picture of that, like pork joint thing. That I had it twice actually, not on the same night, but it was like a pig's leg. It was covered in pork scratching. It was just cooked in such a way. All the sort of outside was pork scratching, and then potatoes, vegetables, and about several lagers or beers. Yeah, it was a good times. Yeah, and then back up for another 10-mile walk and a load of filming for the next day. Yeah, it was excellent. Absolutely. Yeah. I think I use these. I filled that up. That's a 1 terabyte disk. Filled that, solid state. And I've got 24 of these, and they're the 128 gig extreme cards. I filled all them up as well in Germany, just filming, and then 3 in the drone as well. So yeah, we got through plenty of stuff. It's just then, as you know, editing it all and sorting it all out, making it nice, and then putting it on YouTube. So it's
one of the drawbacks of having lots of footage, isn't it? All the editing.
Going through it all, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is definitely.
You go on though that you learn what not to film.
Yeah. Still getting there. I mean, I've only been doing it a short while, haven't we, Dave?
Yeah, what March, would it?
I think
so. I don't do any of the editing rubbish. I just turn up and
turn up, crack jokes, and wander about and make sure I don't
wander about and point at things. Oh look, yeah.
Yeah, you're like the weather girl of the expedition, aren't they? I tend to just film you all the time. So.
Well, you're the other side of the camera, aren't you? So, yeah,
I'm just busy smashing drones to bits and tripping up and stuff. I just cut all that out. And remember when I got scared by a pigeon, Rick?
Yes, I saw that.
I think it was a pheasant. I was at that Cold War water tank day. It was just before it started coming out of me. And I was sort of walking about in the grass, went round the back of this building. There was like a tuft of grass. And I was about a metre away from it. And this pheasant just set off at full power. And I was like, whoa, when it just makes you jump. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I left that in and Rick ridiculed me on... well, he only did it on the internet, so everybody saw it.
Good
times.
You know what lads are like. You put that stuff out there. What are mates for?
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, it was good times. But now the winter's come. I don't know if you've all seen them. I'll try and find mine. It might be in the coat in the car. I'll be snowed.
Yeah. Oh, mine's at house.
Yeah, car actually. Keep it in the car so I don't forget it. But yeah, Wilbur sent us some a couple of snoods. Keep the old man on. But
it's really handy as well because you can't forget your mask then, can you? Because you've always got it with you.
Yeah, that's
we've got it all covered.
That's
exactly.
It.
Yeah. Good timing though, wasn't it? They're available. Are they £5 on your website?
Yeah, £4 posted or delivered. Don't mind hand delivering if you've got a beer ready. Most people go for the postage because Sponge has been delivering one or two and it's not always been received that well. So we try and go for the postage if we can. It's only another £1.
Yeah, bless. Yeah, good old Sponge.
No, they are handy though, because like you say, you've got it around your neck in the winter, keeping warm, and you go into a shop, you don't need all that ear business, you can just pull them up, job done.
Yeah, that's a good point actually, because they're getting me wrong there. I have to wear them at work, because I'm in shops quite a lot at work, and they do start to annoy you after a while. You got this thing round your ears, and it's like, but you can't do now with it, can you? So, yeah, I might just start wearing my Wilbur snood. Start wearing that for work instead.
Yeah, do.
Yeah, advertise them rather than work. So, yeah. So, you say you're writing another song at the minute, Rick?
Oh, I've got loads, mate. Absolutely loads that will never do.
Really?
It's one of the things of being in a band. You've got to try and convince everybody, and you're always judged by the one they like the best. And if it's not as good or better as the one they like the best, it tends to get forgotten. Which, I mean, it's not a bad filtering service if you want to move on, But then again, it only takes one of them to say, "Why don't we try that one?" Yeah, and you go. But I write lots of songs, but it's a good filtering service because if you did everything, it'd be like, I don't know, like every. I'm a big Rolling Stones fan, but every track on every album, you always judge them by the best ones, don't you? And you play your favourite. So it's not a bad filtering service. But yeah, I've probably got another album's worth written and waiting.
Oh, nice. Well, has this year helped you with that?
No, not really. I mean, it's not that inspirational, to be honest.
No, I suppose
a bit
not.
of a downer.
Yeah, we've struggled with that, haven't we, Dave? You sort of try and look interested and excited on film, and you're like, you're just fed up with it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So Mark's off to bed, but he's an hour ahead, and he's just moved house. So, he's back in, and he's probably running low on spam because the post office wouldn't let me send it. The deal is, he takes his places and I send him spam because you can't buy it in Germany. It sounds crazy, but that is the deal.
So spam mail that you're sending him, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rick looks lost. He's like, "What's he on about?"
No, yeah. I'm just thinking if you'd spammed him or something, or just send him rubbish on the internet all the time.
No, actual cans of spam.
Yeah,
actual cans of spam. Yeah. So night, Mark. Yeah,
night, Mark. Take care, mate.
Yeah. Chris has got it. Spam. It was on Monty Python, wasn't it? Was it Monty Python?
Monty Python. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. Spam a lot. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Cheers, Mark. I'll speak to you tomorrow, mate. So yeah, all good. So you got another album sort of ready and waiting.
Yeah.
That's good news. That is good news.
Well, yeah. I'd really like to record it down at Abbey Road. You know where the Beatles did their legendary Abbey Road album. Lots of other recording. They've during lockdown they've opened. Well, they've obviously realised that big studios are a bit of a no-no at the minute because you can't get orchestras and things and everybody there, 2 meters apart, following the appropriate sort of COVID rules. So they've petitioned them off, made a load of smaller studios. So 2, 3, or 4 of you can go in, spaced with screens and what have you for the control room, and a little more reasonably priced. I mean, it's more than you pay for a studio around here, but you're doing it in Abbey Road, and you only live once, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And you'll always have that on the, on the back of the CD at the bottom in the small print. It'll say recorded at Abbey Road. You'll always have that.
Yeah.
And that means a lot. That means a lot to me, and I'm not even part of it. But it's just it's important, though, isn't it? And
it is. So it's a little more affordable than it was. It's still very dear, but at the same time, I think you get some more money, but you don't always get that opportunity again.
No. Hopefully it'll be enough to push the Wilbur project out into that mainstream a bit more as well and get you some more gigs, for sort of 2021, 22.
Yeah, it might open a few more doors. Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, because I want to come and see you again. I was down in London. I was having a bit of a sabbatical away from Facebook and all that. I was having a bit of time away from social media. And I was down in London with the wife and the kid. The boy was going to a hospital down near Old Street because he was having some problems. He's all sorted now, but we was down there for about a week. And I thought, right, bored. I was sat in the hotel room. I thought, right, I'm off for a beer. And there was a pub next door. Ronnie and Reggie Cray used to run it back in the day, or they used to look after it. So it's a bit like sit down and don't mess about, you know what I mean? So I just sat there with my beer, with peanuts, went on Facebook, and the night before, you'd all been playing about a mile away. Thought, no way. Totally missed it. When you've been down in London, haven't you? Was it last year?
were we in Camden Town, Dublin
I
Castle?
think so, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could have jumped on the tube. I looked at it and it was about 10 minutes away on the tube, and I could have gone. I was devastated. And the night before, I think I'd watched some like trash TV with a wife, and I didn't enjoy it. You know. So yeah. So I could have been at the pub drinking, watching a decent band, but
you could have. Good night, because there were some other good bands on as well. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a great little pub for that. They always play, you know, up and coming bands, and you know, once everybody gets there, they think, right, you know, this is an opportunity, and really go for it. We played with a band called the 502s from America. Really nice guys. They were a little bit, I wouldn't say, you know, street savvy in London. They were a bit have a nice day, you know, like you get in on the West Coast. But you know, when they got up and played, oh man, they were fantastic. Right, and I follow them ever since. You know, they do some really good stuff. They toured. Just got themselves together, came over to Europe, got themselves a gig at the Dublin Castle, pretty much like we did. And it's full of bands like that, you know, who just go for the night. They're there to play, and that's it. There to entertain.
Wow, yeah, that's quite a lot to put together to come across from America.
Yeah,
and bring in all your kit as well.
Yeah,
because that's, you know, for big bands it's easy because they just have a load of people to do it for them. But to actually put a drum kit on an aeroplane and it actually be okay at the other end is quite good, really. And obviously, like with you, your guitar and your setup and that, to fly out there, I'd be quite worried. But do you have a big van to go down into London, or do you just jump on the train, or what?
No, we went in 2 cars. There was a drum kit there if you wanted it. So we used. Tuzzy took his own bits and bobs in his own car. But for a lot of gigs, we only use small backline these days.
Yeah.
So sort of amp that you can pick up, not much bigger than a suitcase.
Yeah.
Guitars are the biggest thing probably to take. But I remember we had a gig in Munich once, and I've got an Epiphone. Yeah, I'll show you. A favoured Epiphone guitar, but it's got a bolt-on neck. So you undo those 4 screws, and the neck comes off, and it's half a size, fits pretty much in your backpack.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's clever.
Interesting customs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your collapsible guitar. Honest, it's
all the hot wires and the little pickups and things. I got pulled in for that. But yeah. But it's easy to do these days.
Yeah. I've never seen one of them. I don't know if they're commonplace, but I've never seen.
Yeah.
Never seen them before. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, another one of your videos that I watched a long while back was Jamie Oliver, but not the Jamie Oliver everybody knows, the drummer. Yeah. Sorry, it slips my mind. What's the band called that he was in?
In the UK Subs.
UK Subs, that's it. They've been going a lot of years, haven't they?
Oh, they were my favourite band as a teenager.
Yeah. No, they're a pretty good. They're a pretty good band to rock on. So, yeah, very punky, aren't they? So,
punk all over. Now, their 3rd ever album, Crash Course. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Well, that's me right in the middle of the front cover.
Nice one. Yeah.
They went to see him at the Lyceum in London. It was a bit of a regular. And for a few dates, I used to go jobs on the tour. You know, when the sea got most of the gigs around here, I'd go to. Was what I did at the time. And I'd seen this chap doing some filming, and and I thought, I don't know who that chap is really. He seems to be filming, but he was a bit of a. He wasn't like the punky hangout sort. He was a bit of a art schooling grammar school type chap, you know, probably slightly middle upper class, if you know what I mean. And it turned out it was Julian Temple. Went and the load of gigs we did, he did a load of things, and I could see him filming. I thought, this is going to be for something. And then I saw him filming the crowd, and I thought, well, I'm going to get in there.
Front and centre.
And luckily enough, I did it. Claim to fame at the time, front of the album.
Nice one. Yeah, I can't say I'm on a music album at all. No, that is a problem.
Me neither.
That's brilliant, that, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. But Jamie, then, when I did that, it'd probably only been about 3 or 4, if he was born at all. Came along much later. He's been their resident drummer for some years now. And I'd seen him a few times with him. And he seemed quite a nice chap. So I said to him, would you mind if I came and filmed you one day? And he very generously said, yeah, do that. He didn't know me. He didn't know me from Adam. And,
wow.
So I turned up with mate Simon Lee, who's a good photographer. He bought his camera. I took my video camera. And I rang him up and said, can we come over? He said, yeah, I'm at home tomorrow. Came over. I went over to his place in Nuneaton and did a day in the life of Jamie Oliver.
Yeah, that's really cool. That for people in the chat, that is a really cool video. You want to check that one out because, it's just really interesting to see the sort of behind the scenes life of a drummer in a punk band, like the early scenes where he's in his house and you sort of pan the camera above and there's all this plaster missing off his ceiling above. Just things like that. I think that's mad.
I didn't ask, but I thought, well, I'll just let the pictures do the evidence.
Yeah, I remember the wife. We'd been living together about a year, and the ceiling in my last house, it was like bachelor pad, 2 up, 2 down. I'd had it a few years, and I'd never done out with it. All the ceiling was coming down in the bathroom, and I used to just ignore it, and it just become it was Artex. But because of the shower, all the damp in the shower, it was like bringing the Artex off bit by bit. But you'd be in the bath and a lump would fall off and fall in the bath for you. I'd just take it out and put it on the side. That was normality for me. But she wasn't really into that. So I remember it was sort of coming up in conversation. She's like, the ceiling, can we do something with that? I'm like, why? She goes, well, it keeps falling off. And I'm like, I can kind of see where she's coming from. But when it's been normal for so long, you just sort of ignore it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where it's coming from with that. But yeah, it's a really cool video for everyone in the chat. Check that one out. And it isn't the food guy; he's a drummer, and he has crazy hair, and he likes a beer as well, doesn't he, Rick?
He does like a beer. Yeah. I don't know how he got over them hangovers, but yeah, he don't mind a beer. He's a cracking lad, though. Really nice bloke.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So
I met the other Jamie Oliver as well, the real one.
You will have done, weren't you, with the
turkey spinner? Colin Firth's turkey spinner. That was in November. It was the best Christmas dinner I've ever had. After we did the show, he said, right, sit yourself down and they'll bring us some stuff in. So we used the turkey that we'd cooked in the turkey spinner, and he obviously done the rest of the food. It was fantastic. Yeah, absolutely top drawer.
Yeah, because it had like glow elements in the top, didn't it, to do the veg and things. I remember watching that one.
Yeah, the immersion heater elements in the water at the bottom, heating the steam up, the washing machine motor outside with the band on. He wanted Colin to make him a load of them for his restaurants.
To be honest, yeah. I remember him pointing out in the video, Jamie actually pointed out he liked the way that, sort of in a funny way, he liked the way that the gravy tap at the bottom was right next to the motor.
Yes.
Right. It was like, right, you could have put it at the other side, but no, I'll have it right next to the motor.
Yeah, well, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. I think one of the very first videos that Colin did that I became aware of, and that was all from. It all goes back to bike racing. At the bike racing, when I Shazammed Valentino and I became aware of March to the Grave, I'm like, what's this? So I couldn't buy it on Apple Music and all that. So when I got home, my YouTube, banged it in YouTube, and it came up this guy on a runway on this mobility scooter. I'm like, what's that?
In the snow?
Yeah, and it looked like an old fella riding a mobility scooter really fast. I thought, that is cool. What is that? So I clicked on it, and it was Colin. And then I looked at one of his other videos, and it was the pulse jet kettle.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Yeah. Stuff like that. Because me and Dave
story there. The old man routine came about when a load of us here we decided we're going to the MotoGP at Le Mans. And we decided the best way to get there and have good fun was on mopeds. So we all went to do a quarter jumbo with a budget of 50 quid, bought a load of 50cc mopeds and went to Le Mans on them. But Colin decided the best thing to do was when his shirt and tie was coined and christened on that trip, he says. It was just shirt and tie, a check shirt and an old tie. So I look like an old fella, so they won't pull me over. And in England, if you've got a shirt and tie on, what could possibly go wrong? Nothing. So, and he went from Le Havre to Le Mans on a moped with a skate park helmet because he forgot to take his crash helmet.
Yeah.
So he got a skateboard helmet on.
Yeah, on the French motorways.
Yeah, well, we avoided the motorways.
Oh yeah, obviously, we're doing like 40 miles an hour.
But I mean, as you can imagine, a load of lads doing that. It was a fantastic trip, but you see so much more of the countryside because you're only going at a mile an hour at the best.
Yeah.
So you think, well, we'll stop off here. So, what's that? It's half an hour away. Yeah, stop here for another bread bun and another coffee, and you sit outside, and then you do a little bit more.
It ended up costing more in coffee than petrol, wasn't it?
Well, it did, yeah.
15 coffees a day. That's brilliant. But they're the sort of mad things that you'll remember for the rest of your life, the sort of really, really cool things.
Yeah, well, we've videoed it, but we can't put it out now because Colin's quite famous, and I think there's some things on there he'd rather not let everybody see.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it does get like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm told. But yeah, I've not actually measured it on a map, but Rutland to Le Mans or Stamford to Le Mans is quite a long way, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many miles is that on a 50cc moped? Quite a lot. Yeah. Oh, Dave's gone again.
There's talk of mopeds, wouldn't it? Put him off.
Oh, fair one. Yeah, he's a rocker. He ain't a mod. Yeah, he don't do. Yeah, he's a rocker. He's more. I have got pictures of him with long hair on his Instagram. Yeah, he was a proper rocker. Leather jackets with studs and that. Well, that's more your street, isn't it?
Well, there you go. I had one of them.
Yeah, studded jacket. Yeah, good times. Yeah, I remember there's on your Instagram, there is one of you when you're about 17 and you've got an SS50 or something. And there's yeah. Was it a fizzy or an S?
It was a fizzy.
Fizzy, yeah.
Yellow and black, Kenny Roberts colours.
Whoa.
Yeah, with a disc brake on the front. Imagine that.
Yeah. Very modern. Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
But I bet when you rode that back then, it was like the same as riding like a Gixxer Thou now.
Well, yeah, it was brilliant at the time. I absolutely loved it. But like you said, but there's always something better, isn't there? And you always think, I can get one better there.
Yeah, you want the 250. And then it just goes on and on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you end up with big bikes and stuff. I mean, I've got a GS. I've had it for years. I bought my current motorbike in 2002. and it's a BMW 1100 GS.
Yeah.
And I've had it that long. I couldn't part with it now. I've had it too long, you know.
Yeah.
Totally rebuilt it. All the back end went, because it's a shaft drive, and all the bearings went. So I totally stripped it all to bits and put all new bearings in. Redid the shaft line, and it's got all-in suspension on it, and just upgraded it all. I couldn't sell it now. It's only worth about $1,000. It's not worth selling, do you know?
Yeah.
It's worth a lot more to me. So
I've always wondered on the shaft drive, is there anything to counteract the force if the shaft's going one way and you open it up round a corner? Does it tend to drop you into the corner or push you out more, or is there anything to counteract that?
It does a bit, but say if you banked in and you sort of open up a bit, it's a bit like a speedboat. It's the same effect that speedboats, they don't flip over. You know, when speedboats go around the corner,
yeah,
because you're going off the center of the gravity, it sort of acts against itself. So it just you can feel it. You feel it more on them boxer engines when you sort of idle and you rev them up. When you blip the throttle at traffic lights, you feel it sort of kick then, because it's they're like similar to the Subaru engines. You know, the pistons go out to the side. It sort of kicks it then that way because it goes out of balance. But you don't really feel it. Yeah, like accelerating out of corners and stuff. Yeah, you don't really. But it is there. It is there, definitely. But I used to have a Rover 220. I used to have a Rover 220 GTI, and that torque steered like mad. If you put your foot down without your hands on the wheel, it'd just like turn. But when you drive, because I was used to it, I didn't notice as such. So you kind of get used to it. So So for the people in the chat, the reason of tonight's live is a bit different. The music that I have on my videos is all from the Wilbur Project, which is Rick Simpson is the guitarist in the Wilbur Project.
Don't upset yourself. You're crying.
No, yeah. I'm getting all emotional. No, it's them smelly stick things. The wife's got those. She got some new ones for Christmas, and they properly make my nose run.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but no, I'm getting emotional. If you want it to be about the emotion, it's about the emotion. Yeah, I'm getting all emotional. Yeah, dry my eyes and all that. Where was I? Yeah, so the music on my videos, at the end of all my videos, and sometimes in between on the drone scenes and stuff, is the Wilbur Project. And that's why we've got Rick on tonight. Mainly because he said yes, but yeah, and Dave's gone.
And Dave's gone. That's it. You're stuffed now. Well, on that topic, if you want any of the Wilbur Project stuff without any of the vocals on, sort of instrumental, and we do some other little bits and bobs, I can send them over if you like.
Yes, please. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Sometimes the words or the lyrics can get in the way, can't they? You don't want to cut them off at a certain point that's appropriate for the video, but not anything else. So if you want, I can send some instrumental bits across.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome. Yeah, we'll OneDrive it or something maybe. I don't know. I can do it really. Yeah, not sure. So a bit big for email, aren't the audio files?
Yeah, I can upload them to Dropbox.
We'll do it that way. Yeah. That'll work. Yeah. Just checking out the chat. Noise of a boxer motor is just sexual. Yeah. This is it. Yeah, the people of Luke White used to have a Subaru. I think he sold it and then someone wrote it off just after he'd sold it, which was a bit sad.
Oh, well, you might think that's lucky.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I always like things to live on as such.
But if fate said that car was going to die that day, it might have been him instead.
Well, yeah, you'd rather not write it off yourself.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I kind of get you. Yeah. I was thinking back to Rovers. Were you there when, I think you were there when you had the head off, and that was a Rover 200 all forward, wasn't it, when he was dragging it along? Yeah, I remember watching that.
We thought that car would never die. You know, it was supposed to die straight away, and it went on for a week or more.
Did it? Just kept going.
Yeah, it just kept going.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, did you have the bonnet up? And for the people in the chat that have not seen it, they were dragging it along. Was it an escort van you were pulling it? Oh, was it one of the pickup trucks you've got?
One of the Hiluxes, yeah.
Yeah, because have you still got your blue Hilux?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that lives on then. Yeah, so yeah, Rick's got a Hilux. What model is it?
Yeah. It's the 3. The 1s used to rust away. The 2s are pretty much rare. Colin's got a 2 and mine's a 3, I think.
Cool. So yeah, so you're pulling, I know, like K-Series Rover, the square ones, pulling it along without cylinder head on, and just what happens if we're doing 40 and that's in first gear and we drop the clutch? What happens then? Yeah, it was good. Yeah, watching that.
I'll tell you what happens. You cover most of the cameras in oil.
Oil that gets hot very fast, it turns out. Yeah, I take it GoPros don't like that.
Well, they don't like burning or anything, do they? But they're more or less disposable, aren't they?
At a cost, yeah.
Yeah.
At a cost.
But
yeah,
I mean, it depends what you're filming, but something like that's almost priceless, isn't it?
It is when you're watching it, yeah. Because I do enjoy stuff like that.
Yeah, and eventually when all the water and oil and everything's gone, and it still didn't seize up for quite a while.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Rotary engine. Yeah. I'm just looking at what they're on about a word, but I didn't say it. I didn't say moist. I don't know what I was on about.
All right. Moist.
Moist. I don't know.
Hot.
I've said it now, though. Yeah. I'm just going to get a beer. Have you got enough, Rick? Do we need to eat pies in between, or are we all right?
All round?
I think it's my round, yeah.
Yeah, give me one.
Yeah. There you go, Rick.
Cheers, mate.
There you go.
Yeah, down there. Thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome. Oh, sorry, Lucy. Yeah, I said the M word. I'll get demonetized for that. Cheers, Rick.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, I asked Wilbur if he could make it as well, but he's doing family stuff.
Was he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in tier 2, you see, you do what you like, can't you?
Yeah. You know, I'm ex-Navy, and we used to go to the pub a lot, and I mean like every day, standard. And when I left, I carried that sort of trait on. Yeah, it was just standard. I wasn't, not drinking loads. I wasn't an alcoholic or out. Just enjoyed it. It was fun. But they started with this C-word business, and everybody's going to get poorly. So they started shutting the pubs, and I thought, no way, I'm going to miss this. And I haven't. It hasn't really bothered me. It's kind of changed me. I will go back to the pub when they're open. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not like anxious and nervous that I can't go. I'm just not bothered.
No, but it's difficult, isn't it? I mean, well, I'm the same. I haven't really missed it, but Spongers are saying that you don't go to the pub for the beer, you go to the pub for the people.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, that's the difference, isn't it?
Yeah, if no one's there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you guys were playing at the Half Moon down the road from me, I'd want to be there, but it's just closed. I just hope they all survive. You know, these old, like, vintage pubs, the Royal Oak type pubs, I hope they all live through it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be a problem. There's going to be winners and losers, isn't there?
I think so. I think so. Yeah. I just hope may the best pubs win, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
Definitely. So, oh no, I'm posting the wrong thing. So, yeah, how long do you want to stay on for, Rick?
Well, shall we run out of beer?
How many beers you got?
There's a few left, yeah.
Good man. Good man. Oh, there we go. Copy that. So, yeah.
Up to you, mate. Long as you like. I don't mind.
I usually do 2 hours.
Today, but that'll do.
Yeah. What's this? You had to go farther. Hello. And the bands, we've been told here, be lucky if they're allowed to reopen by April. Ducks Go Quack is in. Forgive me, are you in Ireland, Ducks Go Quack? So you're looking at April time. I'm kind of thinking that. I don't do politics, I don't do anything like that, but I'm thinking they're going to do sort of end of March, they're going to start thinking it's new financial year next month. So we need to start winding it all down. And it's when finance costs more than lives. So,
Well, when's that?
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen it all I've been to Afghanistan and you can see the cost of it. And then they're like, right, we're all off home next year. And you think it's cost too much money. Yeah. They haven't sort of got to the objective. It's just costing too much. So they sort of give up. But, yeah. Anyway, end of politics. Back to music. Let's talk about any ball or something. Let's talk about any ball. This is where I need Dave. Because Dave's like, just starts talking about something.
Ernie Ball? What, guitar strings?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm trying to change the subject away from COVID and politics.
Back to music.
Back to music.
Oh, well, what's in the divide? Before I came on, I was reading a bit of this.
Ooh, Scarred for Life.
He's an interesting chap. Horace Panther was the bass player in the Specials.
Wow.
And he has I saw the Specials a couple of times on the way up to being famous and when they were really big. And he mentions a few bits, you know, the couple of gigs that I went to in his book. It's quite interesting, but they're political as well as musical.
I think a lot of bands were back then.
Thatcher.
Sorry, I missed the last bit then because I was yapping when you were talking.
Mrs. Thatcher.
Yeah, well, a lot of people in Lincolnshire and Yorkshire didn't either. No. It was. See, I only remember it from when I was a kid, and I remember the coal miners' strikes, as you will. But 1984. I was 5 years old, but I remember buses of people, and they were all angry. But there was buses of people going off to a demonstration, but it was like working man with his work coat on and his little lunchbox, and he was off to go to a picket line. And then they were coming back, and the bus was all smashed up because the police had, charged them. And the Battle of Orgreave was only down the road from us.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's. And I remember my dad sort of talking to my mum about it and stuff, and you think, wow, is that really happening?
Yeah.
And it was. Yeah. So yeah, I can see why bands were picking up on the.
A mate of mine who, from Nottingham Way, he was a coal miner, so obviously involved in all that business.
Yeah.
But one of the interesting things for me, a mate of mine at the time from Stamford here, which is fairly well insulated from any financial problems, he worked in Tesco's at the butchers at the time, and there was a right to work march in Grantham. So he had the day off to go to the right to the work march in Grantham and got the sack.
Right.
I thought it was ironic.
Yeah, that is quite ironic. That, yeah, I don't quite know why he did that. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be a scab, but you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to sort of take your own bread off the table, do you? It's a difficult one because the government will always win.
It? And you'll know this. I'll tell you about. You're running a YouTube channel.
Mm.
Do you look at your views and your stats?
Yeah.
Right. But does your next video go with the views and the stats, or do you go with what you want to do more? It's a tricky line, isn't it?
If, to be honest, if I knew how to maintain the amount of views and maintain the stats, I'd probably do that. See, I do 2 videos a week, so I'd probably just do both. I'd do one that does the stats and one that does what I want, and I'd just keep doing that. Yeah. So I'll probably do 50% of both and hope for the best. So yeah. It's a difficult one. It really is. Yeah,
well, I mean, it's the same problem. A lot of people say, you're prostitutes, really. Do you go with what everybody wants to hear, or do you go with what you want to do? And it's the same sort of thing. It's a tricky line to run. You don't want to be unpopular, do you?
No, of course not. No.
But at the same time, you want to go selling out.
No, I don't want to sort of start making clickbait, rah type sort of videos, which some channels do, and they do very successfully with it because they all click on it. And I think a lot of teenagers love it, and they all subscribe, and you end up with huge amounts of numbers. There's some sort of Airbexy type YouTubers that have got 200,000 subscribers and they get loads of views. But to me, I watch it and I think that's not really for me, that. But
yeah,
loads of people love it. So you think, well, what are you doing YouTube for? And I do it because I'm passionate about it and I want to film things that I'm going to. I think, well, I might as well put it on YouTube and see if anybody else likes it.
Yeah.
And if they do, that's great. So
exactly right.
So that's what I'm doing it for. So I don't even know what, if, say, for your first one, the prostitute thing where I'm going to make a video just to get loads of views, I wouldn't even know how to do that anyway. So I just tend to film what I want. And sometimes when I'm editing videos, prime example is I've just released 2 videos up at Ravenscar that I did. It was me, there was me, Dave, and Dave's mate called Spud. And we just had a day out in Ravenscar, which is just a little coastal town north of Scarborough. Yeah, and we weren't really. We were. I'd take everything seriously, but I had my camera with me, and we went for a pie and a cup of tea, and then we went for a walk. And there was an old radar station, and it's literally a Nissan hut and a few outbuildings that are now used for pigeons. Pigeons live in them and seabirds and stuff. So I filmed it and that, and I thought I might put it on YouTube, I might not. It really was a B-side, to compare it to music. It's a proper B-side, to me. So in the end, I thought, I'll edit it and I'll put it up, because Spud was asking, because Spud was in it. He was like, have you done that video yet? And I thought, I'll edit it. I'll put it up. I put it up and it did loads better than all my other videos. I thought, I've been to like a Luftwaffe bunker in Germany. I'm thinking my Luftwaffe bunker, a proper real Luftwaffe bunker that they use, and it's got battle damaged walls behind, big bullet holes in the walls behind me and that saw action. Yeah. that got less views than the windswept huts in Ravenscar. And I think, well, I just don't get it. I don't get it. So,
it's the internet, isn't it? You just don't know, do you? So it's worth experimenting sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah. So I was joking with Dave. I says I'm going to go just video my garage and put that on. I'll probably get let down. I'm only kidding, you know what I mean? Dave, when we were chatting, because I was telling him, he was like, "Has it?" And he said to me, he said it was only a couple of tin shacks and a load of wind. He said they haven't even cut the grass. He said, "How's that got more views?" I was like, "Mate, I don't know." So I was telling him, and he was like, "It's just bonkers." So there you go. I mean, we was filming Luftwaffe hangars, experimental ones, where they used to hide aircraft, you know, like experimental aircraft and stuff. And I thought that's going to do real well. Yeah, nope. They wanted to see the pigeon hut in Ravenscar. So yeah, I know. So yeah, if I wanted to make clickbait, I wouldn't even know how to make it, to be honest.
Have you ever been to that big place in Poland where they reckon they made the Bell thing, the UFO? The Nazis?
No.
Oh, right. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of the aircraft that they made, because I know the aircraft designer guy. He made the Fokker-Wulfs and things, and then he, at the end of the war, he like ran off to Argentina and started making bits for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of the guy, but I don't know. I don't know about the UFO Bell. Chris Thornley's
project. No, they made that's it, UFO Bell. Yeah, was it something Clocker? Basically loads and loads of power, electricity, and they built a sort of concrete scaffold around it, which still exists. And they reckon they made this either rotate or hover with electromagnetic power.
Wow. No, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
No. No, I don't. I don't know anything about that. No.
I'm gonna
I watched some Mark Felton videos about like real history. And he's covered a couple of them about designers and things, but I've not seen it.
Oh, you enjoy that. It's still
I think I will, yeah. I was expecting you to pull like a Led Zeppelin cover album out and you're on the front or something. I was waiting for you to do that. Yeah, you know Led Zeppelin 4? Yeah.
No, straight up.
Yeah, no, cool. Yeah, I'll research that. Bell UFO, yeah, UFO Bell. I will look for that because
I think it's in Poland.
It possibly is because they moved the borders after the war. I know Gdynia, which is now in Poland, that used to be in Germany. Weirdly, they just moved the borders afterwards. Yeah. If you look at a 1938 map of Germany's borders and then look at a 1946 map, all the borders have moved. So, yeah. Yeah.
You got any comments on it?
Comments? Yeah. Are you? Yeah, but you can't see the comments, I'm guessing. No. Anti-gravity tech in the 1940s. Yes, Mark Airbags is talking about it. Yeah. Barry Little, who does my merch, has already said good title for that, Andy, would be Found a UFO in Poland, Views with Rocket. Yeah. Need to go film it first. UFO Bell. No, looks like people don't know about it. They don't seem to know about it, but yeah. But it's something for me to look into because I've been to Poland a few times when I was in the forces, and it's. I went in 1997, and it was still very Eastern Bloc. The people were lovely. the sort of hot hatch was was it a Fiat 126, little air cooled thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, like a little. It was like an air cooled rear engine Beetle thing, and people clearly didn't have any money, and is that him? Thede Glock. Was that the man who designed it?
No, Die Glocker is the bell, isn't it?
Die Glocker. Yeah, Die Glocker. Yeah. Yeah, it was untouched. There was no KFCs, no McDonald's. There was just little, everybody sort of, I don't know. There wasn't any jazz. There wasn't any glitz. And I kind of liked that. And going back to music, we had these, not Czech crowns. I'm trying to remember what the currency is in Poland. Because I haven't been for years. But last time I went, I think they were on the euro, but krona? I can't remember. Forgive me, I can't remember what the currency is called. But we went to this bar, and it was like one of these 20 euro or 20 whatever it is notes to get in. And we was like, yeah, that's fine. And one of the lads was saying that's like 17 quid to get in a pub. That's like weird. So it was like 50p a pint. Yeah. We were like, oh, well, whatever. It looks quite nice. Went downstairs, got a drink, and was stood. And Jamiroquai came on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Watched Jamiroquai in Poland by mistake. We didn't even know who was on. Because, there was like a sign outside, but it was all in Polish, and it was all, didn't know. Yeah, we'd had a couple of beers by then. So we didn't really know where we were anyway. So we went and watched Jamiroquai. Then when we were leaving on the way back, there was someone selling chickens. And I thought, I'll just have some. And they were selling like full chickens, or they just had like potato side things. So I got a potato side things. And I was just eating those. And my mate got 2 chickens and he had nowhere to put them. So he just put them on his fists. He had 2 chickens on his fists. He was just eating them. The next day, he had like 3rd-degree burns on his hands because they'd come straight out the oven and he just shoved his hands in them. So, yeah, that was like 1997 in Gdynia, Poland.
Oh, JK from Jamiroquai is one of went to school at Oakham,
Did he?
Where Wilbur works, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, small world, eh?
It is.
That is a small world.
Yeah,
Space Cowboy. Yeah, he did Space Cowboy. Yeah, he did that. I'm just going to put you on full screen if I can remember how to do it. It's that one. Then it's
what's left of the thing that the UFO was in, allegedly.
Oh, how do I get that off? There we go. Oh, wow. I need to go look at that. Rick, you've just given me my next place. Zloty, that's it. The Polish zloty. Yeah, I was trying to remember the currency. It's the Polish zloty. And it was 20 zloty to get in this nightclub, pub thing. But yeah, Rick, that is probably the next place that I need to go to because I've never heard of it. And it's obviously a massively cool place to go to. So, yeah. Wow, man. Yeah. So I'm just reliving Space Cowboy after a few beers and a chicken on a fist. Yeah. That was like, doesn't time fly though, because that was like getting on for 24 years ago now. And it feels like yesterday.
Mm. Well, it does. It doesn't seem that long since I had my fizzy, mate, I tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't look too different. You had longer hair and a studded jacket. But I can still make you out of a lineup.
I got on the next bike on from my fizzy, I had an RD 200.
Ooh.
And I live in a place called Uppingham and worked in Stamford, which is 12 miles away. So being 17, 18, I used to do it as fast as I could. Admittedly, the traffic wasn't as bad as it is now. But I remember 13 minutes was my record for getting to work. And if I started at 8, the latest I left at 1:45, I'd be able to park my bike up and get to work for 8 o'clock. Later, well, just recently, a couple of years ago, on my 750 Honda, I couldn't get anywhere near that time.
No, is that just cars and
Yeah.
you kind of lose your bottle a bit as well, don't you?
Being slow, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, an RD250 is not a slow bike, is it?
No.
No. Yeah. Was that the early days of liquid cooling as well?
No, mine was air cooled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, it was air cooled. And the left hand side where the main stand used to scrape.
Yeah. I used to even my 1100 GS, I used to jump that off humpback bridges. You know, hit them hard enough so you could like jump the full bike and get a bit of airtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't dare do that now because
No.
a lot of the you can't see anything. You can't see cars that are coming. You just jump it, and if there's something coming, that's it.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit the car. Yeah. So like the narrow ones where you have to like move to the middle. But yeah, I used to just do that. I just thought, well, if there's a car, there's a car. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'd be like, woo, there, you know.
I did have a KTM Supermoto 640.
Ooh.
You could lean that forever and not fall off.
Wow. Yeah, because they're really tall, aren't they? Yeah, the Supermoto years of like, was it about 2003 they got really popular? There was
Yeah, mine was 2, but yeah. Around that time. Yeah.
That sort of era. What was that brand that sort of came out of nowhere? Oh, what were they called?
KTM?
CCM, yeah, that's it. Yeah, a mate of mine, Wayne, he had a CCM Supermoto, yeah. The Germans are in the south. The Germans are in the South Pole now, commanding the space fleet. What? I don't know what Mark's on about. He's on about Germans.
Yeah, well, they reckon they had a base on the South Pole, didn't they?
Oh! Now, yeah, I have seen a photograph of that, but I didn't know if it was real or not. Commanding the space fleet in the South Pole, I think. I don't know. Well, yeah, it does interest me. I mean, the Nazis were really horrible and they killed loads of people, which was really bad, but they had a lot of interesting ideas. Yeah. So, yeah, Wet Dog. So we've got, right, Wet Dog FBK. He's got a different, he's called Johnny Puffballs on Twitter. And I recently went to, just changing the subject a bit, but I've just seen him on there. I went to a cotton works in Derbyshire. And this cotton works was just full of the machinery still. All the production lines were loaded up with like massive sheets of cloth. And it was just shut down. It's as if they'd turned it off on the Friday and we went in on the Saturday. And this company had been loaded up full of debt. And the receivers went in and just seized everything and shut the place down. And then that was in 2013. We explored it. I think it was 2013. Correct me if I'm wrong, Wet Dog. But yeah, we explored it this year. And it was really interesting to see all the big machines. And there was big circular knitters and all sorts. That was a really, really interesting place. Really interesting. Yeah. But yeah, what years did you work there, Wet Dog? Just put a comment below, mate. But yeah, and then as soon as I put a picture up, Johnny Puffballs, which is that guy, he put where he said he's that, and he pretty much said where it was, and then he started telling me what the machines were called.
All right.
You know, and yeah, it's really interesting, you know, to actually find someone who used to work there. But yeah, the government, the receivers went in and just pretty much seized all the assets, shut the place, and everybody lost their jobs. And there's a van in the yard outside, and it was I think it was a 12-plate Sprinter van, and it's got 4 flat tires and the stuff like growing through it, because it was just right, stop using that, and it's just still sat there. It's just amazing to see that sort of pause in time.
Yeah.
Good question. Where is Rick Simpson from? Can I say Stanford?
Yeah. I'm a Rutland boy, born in Uppingham, but I live just across the border in Stamford, Lincolnshire now.
Good question. What's your favourite guitar, Rick?
Favourite guitar of mine or ever?
Ever.
Rick Richards played a TV Yellow Gibson Les Paul Jr. So did Keith Richards. I really like. That's probably my favourite guitar because it's not got lots of buttons and twiddles and things. You just turn it on, plug it, and play it.
Good answer. And what's the favourite guitar that you own?
I've got a Gibson Les Paul Jr.
Yeah, I kind of knew that, but I wanted to ask you because not everybody else knows that.
I've got a Fender Telecaster, mid 70s, 76. It's really difficult to play. It makes you play it. The Gibson Les Paul's lovely, but it's too easy. And the Fender really makes you work to get anything out of it. So I sort of appreciate the Fender more because it makes me play better.
All right. Because I'm not a guitarist, I don't really know what you mean. Do you mean that the sort of wood sort of moves a bit, or is it solid, or I don't really understand?
No, the pickups are not that responsive, and you really have to push and try, and you need to play every note, especially when you have it clean. You have to play every note and make sure you do. Where the Les Paul with a bit of distortion on, you can lose all that. You wouldn't even know.
All right, cool.
It's like a camera on manual and automatic.
Yeah. I film in manual sometimes, but it looks terrible.
Manual does actually bring out those really good shots, doesn't it? If you work at it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's why I do it.
You can get away with it.
Yeah, 100%. It's better. Yeah. That's why I use it. Yeah, I always take photographs in manual if I can. Sometimes it's easy, but the lighting's always wrong for me because I'm in and out of tunnels and in and out of bunkers, and sometimes it's easy just to get a couple of quick snaps with, if you're sort of moving or moving on, just snap and move. What Doug just put when he was there? He was there in 2004, and if I remember correctly, it shut very suddenly in 2013. And there are plans to build houses on site, and that's a real shame because this is one of those. If you imagine a proper cotton mill that's built out of stone, big stone blocks, they're just going to sweep that away, get rid of that, and build some barrack boxes on it. So it's a shame. Lucy was born in Nottingham. Whoop. Where do you live now, Lucy?
Well, she knows all about your trip up to Mapley Top then.
Yeah, that's it. I want to go to Mapley Tunnel actually. There's a closed railway tunnel. It's called the Mapley Tunnel. I want to go view that. Hey, Bexy. I don't know what that means. I'm too naive to know what you mean, Lucy. You'll have to explain it to me one day. Shooting raw. Yeah, that's
wood. Look.
Is that a drumstick?
Yeah.
I got you now. Yeah. There's a musician in the room. I keep forgetting. Somerset now. Good. Somerset. Right. Cool. So. Yeah. Good. So I was just catching up on the chat there. How many beers you got left, Rick?
Yeah. I've only got 6 left.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Should we put, what is your favourite Wilbur Project track?
Ooh. To listen to or to play?
To listen to.
Stella, I think.
Should we show the viewers Stella?
You can't see her. She's gone to bed.
Not the actual lady, if there is a lady involved. Right, let's.
I don't think I've got
Oh.
I've got that though.
Ooh, straight down the line. That is the album. Right, hang on. YouTube. You can't see me for a minute because I'm just looking for. Should have had this loaded up. I shut the on.
Put the lyric version on.
The lyric version.
Yeah, it's on my channel.
Yeah, I'm just looking for you now. Channel. I won't get the cannabis guy up. We could put Christmas's crap up. But that's a bit off topic. Straight down the line, lyrics version. What does that mean?
Oh, we don't mind off topic.
Oh, hang on. I pressed the wrong button. Hang on. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry. Right. Technology, yeah. So, I need to share screen. Right. Are we ready for some Hello, Mr. Bengal? We're just about to put on Stella, the lyrics version. I think that means that you can see the lyrics.
Should do.
So, let's go, peeps. Oh, you've muted the swear words. That's good. Don't know how to.
I enjoy the peace and quiet. It's all my own, I'm all alone, and everything's alright. But you know, you'll be mine on Friday night. Yes, you know, you'll be mine on Friday night. Sarah, I love you, baby. Sarah, I love you, Sarah, I love you now and then. I guess I always will. Till I die. Don't ask me why. Till I die. Don't ask me why. Till I die. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why.
And that was Stella, which was
What a
also
bloody
as you
racket.
Yeah, I think I might have had the gain a bit high on the mic. I don't actually know how the sharing screen works with audio, so let's turn the screen down.
But mate,
Easy.
it was fairly representative.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so
It's
Well,
about a love for a lady that just gets you into trouble all the time.
drinking does. Yeah. So, right, love me. Everybody's saying they love each other. Crank the volume up a bit. Chris, could you hear that properly? I turned it up to 11. So, but the wife and kid are in bed. Yeah, the wife and kid are in bed, so I can't crank it up anymore.
Send them the link, mate. Send them the link.
Yeah. Oh, the website's in. The website's in. There we go. Right, that's that one. Yeah, you're up to how many subs you got now? 5,000. Hang on,
Right.
I'm on the wrong one.
You're doing all right for subs as well, aren't you?
Yeah. They seem to like me for some reason. Yeah.
Well, I think you just got to keep doing the same thing that you do, haven't you? And the right people will come along.
Yeah, I think so. Which goes back to what you said earlier about doing stuff that you like doing or doing stuff that you think people want to watch. And it's a bit like sort of talking to people, like talking to a lass in a bar. If you start talking rubbish and not be yourself, it never works well, does it? So you're better off just being yourself and telling the truth and stuff. So I tend to just do that.
Oh, no.
I was never any good at dating.
Never any good at telling the truth.
All right.
Why would you? No, I don't know. I don't know about that. No, I'm with you. I mean, I never liked coffee, and I didn't realise until I was about 30 that the amount of coffees I got invited for and turned down. Ridiculous.
Wow. Yeah. Come back for a coffee? I don't like coffee.
No. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I
Definitely
don't like
not,
coffee. No, I don't like coffee. Yeah, those were the days.
That really happened to me.
Did it?
Never until years later. Yeah.
Said
tea. Might have all been different.
No way. Thing is, that's the sort of thing I would have done years ago. They'd be like, "Oh, do you want to come back for a coffee?" I'm like, "Don't like coffee," and then just not say anything else, and it just like cuts the ice. So you're like, cut that atmosphere, and that's the end of that.
Yeah. Story of my life, mate. Story of my life.
Yeah, I tend to do that. Yeah. So, what they all saying? They're all saying they love each other still.
Oh, jolly good.
Yeah. I do know them all. They're all lovely people, but it's as if they've like come into the wrong program for sugars in coffee.
We've gone off piece, don't we?
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I tend to do that. Dave's not come back. He must have run out of internet. Yeah. So, yeah, shame he's not.
Is he on dial-up?
He probably is on dial-up. Yeah. 56k modem. Yeah, you're sweet enough, Donna. You really are. Yeah, they're on about the love thing still. Summer of '76, wasn't it?
What's that?
Wasn't that the Summer of Love? We are sharing the love, ALW. You're far too young, Rick. You won't remember. It's group hugs now.
All right. This is going to ALW. I think I'm going to bow out, mate. Match of the day's on, and it's all getting a bit too lovey. Yeah,
I know. I don't even know why. It's not to do with me. We've been talking about motorbikes and drinking lager, haven't we?
I bet they've all been on the country, mate.
I don't know. We're all stuck in the 60s. Love everybody. So anyway, if you want to wrap it up, Rick, we can do. That's totally fine. So
cool.
It's been a pleasure to have you on.
No, thanks for having me on. Happy New Year and all the best for 2021.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, Rick, thanks so much for coming on. Really, really, really appreciate it. It's been good to have a different element because we usually just, talk about airbexy stuff. So, yeah, to have a music vibe and sort of explain why I've got you on and you're part of the music that, I mean, I've supported the Wilbur Project from the very start and you've supported me from the very start. So it's good to have you on. It really is. And I do hope to meet you coming down and sort of meet the full band in this year if we're allowed to. So
we ought to. Yeah, we need that beer, don't we?
We do need to go for a beer. Yeah, we definitely do. And to come to a gig again one day when they do one. Yeah.
All right. All the best.
Cheers.
Cool.
Cheers, Rick. Toodaloo.
See you soon. Cheers, everyone. Ta-da.
Yeah. Bye. So, is anybody else still up for coming up? What time is it now? Well, it's 11 o'clock. It's quite late, actually, isn't it? So, I think what I might do is call it a night. I didn't realise it was that late. So, thanks very much for coming up, everybody, and watching. I can carry on if you want. So if anybody wants to carry on, we can do. So put a comment in. Do you want me to carry on? If you want me to carry on, I will. If it's bedtime, say that. We'll have a vote. That's why I always say to the wife, we'll have a vote. Stay, mate. That's one for stay. Mark saying yes, please, I'll do. Would love to carry on, and we'll carry on then. Let's bang there. No, that's the wrong one. Let's put the invite in. I mean, is it Saturday night? It is Saturday, isn't it? I literally don't even know what day it is. Boxing Day. Right, hide that. Invite. Copy to clipboard. There. If anybody wants to come up, there is the link. So, yeah. There we go. So, what is it, Luke? What? Who's coming up? Well, anyone? Should I stay or should I go now? Stay, Carl. Come up. Come up. That was a clash, wasn't it? Well, that was Rick Simpson from the Wilbur Project. He supported me from the very start. So I'm really, really appreciative of him. Right, we've got Mark. Hey, Mark. I'm going to put my headphones on because I'm probably talking quite loud. And Fam's in bed, so hang on 1 minute. Hello. How you doing, Mark?
Yeah, all good, mate. That was a good
Oh.
chat there earlier tonight.
Yeah, it was a bit different, wasn't it? I thought I'd do
Yeah.
something different for everyone.
Yeah, should be the old music side of it. That's pretty cool. That enjoyed that.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up on music. My dad was a DJ in nightclubs and like rock nightclubs in the 80s and 90s. So I grew up on Led Zeppelin and Iron Maiden and Metallica and things like that. So
Yeah, same here, mate.
yeah, so he's a good guy, Rick. I'm really pleased to come up, to be honest.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to. Yeah, it's nice. It's because the thing is, I'm not a music channel. You know what I mean? So it isn't.
Yeah.
It's sort of different. So yeah.
Now it's been a good chat all night, really.
Oh, cool. Nice. Well, people have stayed, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just have to lower my voice because what I tend to do is talk really loud, and it keeps the wife and kid up. Then I get in the doghouse the next day.
Yeah, I mean, in your house it might be a bit loud, but it's fine on the chat anyway.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. I'll turn the gain up a bit and talk quieter.
I thought John Bangle in the chat earlier. I'm hoping he's going to come on actually, and not just leave me alone with you.
We could get up to all sorts, Mark.
You never know.
Yeah, where is Bangle anyway? I ain't seen him. I saw him earlier on. If you're in there, John,
Yeah, he's in the back.
put yourself up here. Yeah, where's Carl anyway? I bet he's feeling a bit tired from last night. Yeah, there's Bangle.
Everybody's probably. I went, but see, the thing is, I didn't have a lot to drink yesterday. I had about 3 Baileys, watched about 4 episodes of Star Trek Destiny, and went to bed about probably about 11:30. So I didn't drink a lot. Watched a bit of telly, but I was up pretty early this morning, and I've had a pretty good day today.
Yeah.
But I've managed to sort of have a few beers tonight. So.
Oh, good news. Good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I was watching the chat. Here and just sipping away on beer, and then realised that I already drank the Holston pills. Now I've had to go on the Fosters.
Cool. Yeah, Lucy, don't worry about it, mate. Yeah, don't worry about it. Nah, like I say, Rick in part of the sort of Urbex community. He's very welcome to be part of it, but that's not what he does. You know what I mean? So. Yeah.
No, it's just a different chat, Andy, innit? It's just something slightly different.
Yeah. Hey,
the urban legend.
The urban legend.
Urban legend.
Yeah, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Cool.
You in the steelworks?
No, Mills. You're talking about Mills, so I've got to put a mill in the background.
Yeah, nice one. I like it. Yeah, that's well cool. Yeah, I like it. I think I've seen that one before. Have I been there with you?
No, it's been in the background in the background before.
Right, that's probably what I've seen then. Yeah, definitely. You having a good day, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. I was down at my mum's last night. Went and visited her quick visit.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. You was doing family stuff yesterday, I remember you saying, which is fair enough. Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah.
Like you say, you've got a new chair.
I like it.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I need a new one because this one's dead clunky. When I sit back on it, it goes like clunk, and then everybody in the full house can hear it. So I need to get a new one. It's broken, but I've kept
that Barry?
Barry. Yeah. Ooh. Bengal Massive.
John Bangle.
Bengal Massive. I was called. I was
John. Just call him Mr. John. It's easier.
Mr. John.
Mr. John.
How you doing, John?
I'm all right. How are you all?
All right. Did you have a good Christmas, John?
So yeah, I did. Yeah, it's been good. Spend it with the kids mainly and the missus. So not been around them, but I thought I'd pop in and say hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I was called from afar, so I needed to come in and go hi.
Definitely, you were summoned.
I was
You were
summoned.
requested and required. Yeah.
That's what it was. I had messages coming in going, ALW's asking you to come on. I'm like, okay, hang on. Get me sorted out.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a good seat, that. Where did you get that from, the urban legend?
It was donated to us by a good friend.
Okay.
I was looking for one at IKEA and bleeding hell. The IKEA I went, it was the one in Ashton, and I don't like going to IKEA because the only one I've been into is the one in Ashton. Last time I got there, I got lost. It's just like a maze. You keep walking round and walking round and walking round. They force you to see every little thing. In the end, I just like that to the staff. Come on, show me the way out because I'm not walking all the way through here. No chance. You've got to stress me out, I said. Don't give me a panic attack. Get me out of here. So they gave me the express route. They had no chairs in basically until the 28th. So, and then someone heard that I needed a new chair, so they sent us one. Well, told us we can grab one off him.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice one. Yeah. So it looks like one of them car seats, but it's like a gamer's chair.
It is a gamer's chair, yeah, but
that's a smart gamer's chair.
Yeah, nice.
That's what I've been looking at them Omega ones on they've got the sign on Facebook. I was looking at those, but I don't know what to buy because you don't know what's good and what's bad. And price don't make any difference. You can pay 500 quid for a chair and it'd be crap.
Yeah.
Or you can pay 50 quid and it'd be brilliant. So I just don't know what to buy.
I'm just sat on an old dining room chair, just sort of
Yeah, but that looks really cool.
Hard on your backside, but it's comfortable. It's all right. It's comfortable. Just sat at the table here in the dining room with a laptop.
I'm sure that had a gold leaf on it. It looks good.
It's like a.
All right. Yeah,
like
it looks nice. Yeah.
It's actually a wooden chair with sort of slats in the back, but it's just got a cover over it that my missus put on.
Nice.
Hi, Lucy. What do you do?
Mr. Bangle.
I know.
That was William. William was calling you Bingle.
That's the old legend calling me Bangle.
Bangle. What
He's
he's guilty of?
Barry's guilty. He messaged me and went, "You're being called in the ALW's calling you," and I went, "Okay, hang on."
Yeah. Does Barry have everybody on speed dial? I think he does. It's like the.
He's a wizard, isn't he?
It's like
King of the mods, I'd say. King of the mods.
He is like the mecca of the moderators.
He's the Gandalf of the mods.
You're a wizard. You're a wizard, Barry. You're a wizard.
But he's got a big staff.
I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go into that.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I didn't mean like that. Yeah.
You meant the Gandalf stuff.
That's me being naive again, isn't it?
Barry's Scottish, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
Exploring with Josh calls his town Dumfries. So I'm going to say Dumfries, but he calls it Dumfries.
Dumfries.
Dumfries. Yeah. Sounds cool when he says it, though.
Yeah.
You know, Andy, in your chat tonight, you was talking about the Germans with the bell thing and stuff.
Yeah. No, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, I've been reading a book about stuff like that. Quite interesting, which is why I mentioned about the Germans went to the South Pole to carry on their experiments in collaboration with the Americans.
Wow.
Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but the book sounds interesting enough, and it's got its own theory, I suppose. But I don't know if it's true or not, but it's interesting reading.
Wasn't that on the Project Paperclip?
That was to do with mind control as well, wasn't it? Project Paperclip.
I think Project Paperclip was the Germans were designing a rocket that would go into space, basically, and have like the rule of the sky, so it can drop it wherever it wants over a certain range. And when they got defeated by the Allies, basically. It was like grab all the top scientists and see who can grab the scientists and share them out between the countries. Russia had a few, and US had a few, as I know. And the US one was called Project Paperclip.
What was interesting reading in this book was the fact that, you know, it tells you the founding members of the CIA, which was the first founding member of the CIA was German. So it was quite interesting to sort of read that and follow it through to the story. And it's quite a good book, actually. I didn't realise that the founding member of the CIA was German, personally myself, but when you read it, it brings that up.
Who was the founding member then?
I don't know the name, but it's some German guy. I'll have to look back in the book to find it, but he was German.
I would look it up, but I'm on my mobile, so I don't really want to mess it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
You say that obviously they're working in the North Pole or wherever. Antarctica's a nightmare because like no one actually owns it. It's just split into segments, and there's different countries own different bits, don't they?
That's right.
Yeah, we've got like a section down the middle, south of the Falklands.
Yeah, it's to do. Was it the Antarctica Treaty or something? I think they call it. And that's where a lot of these flat Earth people get their. I'll be controversial. They get their bullshit from that because they always go on about it, and that no one's ever actually explored it all, and it's like, come on now. And that's all I've.
Flat Earth people make me really laugh because it's not flat, is it? I mean, everything's circular. The moon, the planets, the Earth. Everything is circular. Everything is sort of bubble formed into circular.
The Earth itself isn't actually round, is it? The Earth itself, if you look at the geometry, it's more of an egg. It's not an egg, but it's more of an ovally egg shape. They reckon.
Yes,
spherical.
Yeah, what's a better word for it?
Probably manipulated and pulled by gravity, etc., and stuff like that. The same as the moon with the tides and stuff. And they reckon that the Earth, when it revolves, it's got this. The North Pole is actually on land at the moment, but they reckon in so many thousands of years' time, when it gets to its position, the North Pole would be somewhere in the middle of the ocean. So, but it's all interesting stuff to like listen to.
That's if the poles shift, isn't it? Because the poles have shifted before so many thousands of years ago, and every now and then it does it again over a gradual amount of time.
Yeah, as the Earth turns, it turns and turns and turns. But as it's turning, it sort of moves slightly.
Yeah, it's on a 16
years.
It's on a 16 degree. Is it a six? Someone else correct me. It's a 16-degree angle or a slant naturally already.
And it only has to be that. It only has to be that sort of angle to actually have an effect on the North Pole itself, you know?
Yeah, because the pole itself changes, doesn't it? It moves around as such. Not to a great degree, but it's never the actual same place.
So they say, yeah. Very interesting scientific stuff.
Yeah, I am into that.
It might actually, if you think about it, it would probably. I mean, we're not going to live long enough to know, but it would have a effect on navigation and stuff like that. But we haven't been around long enough to know about that because of the change. But if me and you were chatting now, in about 1,000 years' time, we'd say, yeah, that's shifted. Isn't that crazy? How that shifted? But we're not going to know that.
Yeah, but like like magnetic things and electric magnetic things as well. If you put them next to each other and flick a switch, it can just flick. So just imagine the world doing that so quick within like a day.
Yeah,
that'd be chaos.
Doctor's got a good thing with that. Duck Skull Quacker's got a good theory there. That's probably about right.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
it happened.
That's it. That is right. They scientists say they are due for a whole reversal, so which is a bit strange. But I don't think it's going to happen in our lifetime, to be honest.
Yeah, it's supposed to flip, but I don't know when it'll flip. But nevertheless, it's not going to stop me going out doing urbexing anyway.
Yeah.
No, it just helped me get lost a bit more when you're using the compass.
I think if it flicks slowly over, like, say, 100, 200 years, it wouldn't be as bad as long as it, you know what I mean? If it flicks, like, within a year or something like that, it'd be chaos. People won't have time to build buildings or get adapted to it all.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a pain, that, for some people. But, yeah.
It would be a pain, but yeah, happened. We can't do anything about it.
No.
No, at all.
Sell a lot of blue tack.
Yeah, get a bit of gaffer tape out to sort it out.
Is everybody having a nice Christmas, or? Yep.
Yeah, it was really good. I ate food. Yeah, I ate lots of food.
Turkey
what else
gives me constipation, so I never ate a lot of it.
Mate,
Yeah,
my
turkey
was
yesterday.
great. It
Don't
was
worry, I
good.
made up for you. I had a lot of turkey.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Me
I
too.
did, to be fair. I ate loads yesterday. I just ate and ate all day, and I didn't do anything. So I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, what they called him, Fat Bastard on
I had a
Austin
sensible.
Powers.
I had a
Get
sensible-
inside my belly.
Gonna eat your
Yeah.
baby.
I had a
Like
sensible.
sexy body.
So Mark keeps trying to say something sensible, and we're just saying stupid stuff.
No, it's fine. No, I was just saying I had something sensible tonight, and it was just sausage, chips, and beans for a change, just to get away
Nice.
from the turkey.
Yeah.
I managed to get rid of my daughter tonight and her boyfriend, so we're a bit of a quiet house tonight, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's quiet. Have you moved your laptop to? There's a different backdrop.
Oh, I'm sat around the other side of the table.
Yeah.
I got the kitchen's magnolia, but this one particular wall is like a red.
Yeah, it is different. Definitely.
Yeah.
Lucy's on about magnetic fields degrees leading up to. Oh, or UV.
Yeah. I've heard that somewhere.
So it could be that, not somebody driving a Peugeot about that's causing global warming.
Just hit the pole. Oh no, I've moved it.
Yeah.
Barry don't believe in flat Earth.
Definitely.
He's on about something else, but I'm just saying he said that.
I'm just going to grab beer now.
Oh, good plan. Good plan.
You can't have a flat Earth. Everything else is cement. What did you say? Round is a better word for it. There we are. And
spherical.
That's the word. It don't add up. If everything else is that, why would you have a completely flat plane? It don't add up, does it?
Well, even if you had a flat Earth, you'd still be going around in circles because you'd have to turn around and come back.
Oh yeah.
Definitely not a flat Earth. Definitely not a flat Earth. You've seen the potholes round here, bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really big, aren't they? I ate some in my pickup truck.
Good job, you're in a pickup truck.
I know, yeah.
I'll tell you what, urban
Definitely.
legend. You talk about potholes. I bumped into a guy the other day that had a really nice convertible BMW, and he hit a pothole in a puddle, and he snapped his alloy literally in half. Showed me it. He showed me it, and it was literally just snapped in half. I thought, Jesus Christ! He was waiting for a guy to come around and like take his wheel away and get it fixed whilst he put the spacer on. Like crazy.
That sounds expensive.
Well, I think he was going to sue the council.
I was going to say, it sounds like a claim, that.
Well, it does,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think he was going to put a claim out to the council. It's obviously the South Arms Council, so I said put a claim in. I said because obviously that ain't good news.
It's not unusual. Loads of people do it. I worked for the council quite a few years ago, and there's always people basically suing the council. They've either fallen over, like the pavements, all the slabs come up, didn't they, and all that. They've either tripped over, smacked themselves and hurt themselves and broken their legs or something, and they just sue the council. And people with potholes do the same thing. I'm tempted now and then because I've knackered a wheel from it before.
Yeah, I've knackered my suspension on my car. Both of my front springs have been replaced because of potholes in the past 4 years.
Oh no way!
You pay road tax, and road tax is not cheap, but you would like to drive on a road that's reasonably drivable.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. You don't want to be smashing your car up, do you?
No.
Flat Earth, global, flowing, following, what? Yeah, it's because we're talking about flat Earth. Moon spins. That's like a governor. You see it on a steam engine. Yeah, well, like with them big counterweight things. Yeah. Yeah. So, can you talk about where you were yesterday, William?
The Blackpool Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up in the end.
You woke up in the end?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a private message between ALW and me and Carl. I said, sorry I wasn't speaking to you yesterday. They ended up in Blackpool Tower and security and all sorts happened and just left it at that. So basically ALW just heard that and he's not heard the backup story to it yet until just now.
That's brilliant. You had me, mate. You had me. I thought, what's he doing in Blackpool? And did he fly his drone there? Did he climb up it and police have come for him? I thought he'd like met up with Ali Law or something like that.
No.
Scaled from the outside.
No, none of that, mate. I'm not into all that spider. I may like it.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Carl's been me off Secret Vault by then. My mate ruined it. Oh no. His mate smashed some wheels up as well on potholes. Eesh.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass, I tell you.
Yeah, sounds like it. I'm only joking, but yeah, poke it. If you want to go over there, do one. I'll throw you out.
Is the secret vote gone live or something, is he? Or?
Don't know.
Yeah, about 10 minutes ago.
Did he? Oh, right, cool. Yeah. Well, we could finish up here and we'll all go over there and spam him.
Wait till number 8 minutes till 2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll do
Why
2.5 hours. Yeah. I know, mate, lol. Yeah. No, he's on a different channel. What channel's he on then?
Mindset Radio or something, I think Carl said.
That American guy. I don't really know him. But yeah, that Mindset is on. Mindset. Hang on. Have I had a stroke or something, or is that like a proper sentence? Mindset is on, not his channel. Is on Mindsets. I think that's what I meant.
Are you ready? Give me a second. We'll find out now.
Go for it. I'm sure it's that American dude that's like nicely spoken.
Was that the one who was on the other night? I think that's a different one.
Can you hear that? ALW. Put me on big screen and I'll play it again to you.
Big screen.
Doing a live stream with Mindset Radio. If you want to come across, mindsetcentral.com. There he is. Get over there. We're live now.
So yeah, Mindset Central.
Yeah, cool. 5 minutes. We'll go over there. We'll ram raid him. We'll have to find him first. Let's find him.
Just seeing if it's in the finger now.
Yeah, so is it on YouTube or is it just a different...
Yeah, he said mindset.com, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm just seeing where the link is put down there anywhere.
Yeah, it's not live. There is a Mindset
Yeah, it's
Central.
YouTube channel there, yeah. If you...
Oh, yeah, it's live there. Hang on, there we go.
See there, there's a link there.
That's loud. Yeah. Hang on. I've probably got terrible audio. Hang on. Sorry. Right, how do I do this then? Is it that one? Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There he is, look.
That's the one.
Can you guys hear that?
No.
No. When you went to share the screen, you didn't press the sound button at the bottom.
Share screen.
It says allow sound at the bottom left somewhere.
Checkbox for these stuff. Video with audio. Wow.
Found it.
Yeah, there's too many
Found
buttons.
his channel, yeah.
Yes, that one. That's crazy, isn't it? How you can see all them. Yeah, but it's that one. Yeah, I don't really know how to do it. There we go. Yeah, so we found it.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah, so I might have another beer and go watch that for a little bit, but I don't know what it's all about. What is it? Who is Mindset Central and what it's all about? Does anybody know?
I've not heard of him before. So Barry Little's through the link in anyway.
It's just the link in, yeah. So we can go over there in a couple of minutes. Is
Yeah, I've got
everybody
it lined up. I found it. Although I don't know what's going on with my phone. It's a bit weird. No, I'll leave that for now. Oh, shit. Excuse me. All right.
Yeah, don't worry. It's going to go unlisted this afterwards anyway.
After now, won't it?
Yeah.
Everyone be nice and delightful just then, yeah?
Yeah, 2 hours 27 without any swearing, Mr. Bengal. Thank you.
Oh, I apologise. I fucked it all up again.
Yeah, it happens, mate. Don't worry about it.
Bengal comes on and completely drops the whole thing, doesn't it? Drop the mic and swear.
So is that a free for all now? We can say a load of bad words. Right. I go first.
Yeah, should we get Taffy on to just do the full alphabet?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I don't know what Z is.
Do it for us all.
Yeah, I don't know his Z one actually.
But
No, I don't.
Don't know.
Hey?
Not sure.
I don't know. He's gone somewhere. He's probably gone for a Harry Nash or something.
He's probably forgotten his life. Just wandered off. Yeah. Zinchenpoop. What does that mean? It's not like nincompoop, but Zinchenpoop. Barry Little's put it in.
Yeah, nincompoop, yeah.
It's probably something really racist or something that he's put up there. I can get right to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be like, you can't touch me, I'm a mod god now, fuck off.
Yeah. Do you reckon
There's
he's
probably one on every single channel on YouTube at the moment.
I think he is.
Can you hear that? Oh, Can you hear that wind out there?
Yeah, I can hear something then.
There's a tree, like there's a willow tree near where I am, like next door, and I'm sure it's knocking on my shed. I'm sitting there, the wind got up, and all of a sudden I just heard a massive bang. So, yeah, if a tree comes through, let me know.
I think we'll find out.
Yeah, they'd be swearing, believe me.
Yeah, it's a bit windy down our way too.
Yeah, it was rough out here earlier. It's all right now, though, I think.
It's a bit of a storm going around, I think.
Yeah, it's been windy all day where I am. And it's not because of the Brussels either.
Been quite rainy up here this evening in Manchester.
It always rains in Manchester.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's been extra rainy.
Aren't you guys up north due for snow though?
Would say when it's this wet in Manchester, no chance.
Nah, it's just dry and not doing it. It's always, I live in Hull, it's boring in Hull. Don't do anything. Rain or snow, it don't do any of them. So they're interesting.
I think Carl's had some in Macclesfield though.
Has he?
Yeah, he's on the hills a bit there, isn't he?
A friend of mine had snow in Middlesbrough. I don't know how far
right.
Middlesbrough is.
Yeah, it's Chris Thorne is saying tomorrow. So
Yeah, I thought you guys meant we won't get much down here. If anything, it's a nightmare.
No, nothing down here.
It could snow all over the country, and then where I am, it will just be nothing. It'd be like sunshine. So if we're in the middle of the vortex, we're like, oh, that's nice.
do you live in like Hawaii or somewhere?
Mm.
It's all right for some then, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
It's
Cool.
not as warm as what you think, believe me.
No, you have got a jumper on.
Yeah. Ducks go quack. No, I haven't had a power cut. I just haven't bothered turning my lights on in my shed, so I'm using a torch. It's much easier.
Save a bit of power.
Well, I wasn't coming on live. I was just flicking through, but a kind invite from a friend, so I'm going to have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, cheers. Appreciate it. So that's 4 cans now. Should I have another one? Let's have a vote. Should I have another beer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go on.
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day, yeah.
No.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll pass you a card. I'll pass you a carding. Hang on. There we go. Here's a carding for you. There we go.
Oh, thanks, mate.
I like that.
So,
Cheers.
cheers, everyone. Cheers. Did anyone see Sub Explorations Christmas Community Project?
No.
Yeah.
William did.
did
I did not get to put the video in time.
Yeah, what were you saying, Mark?
I did watch one of his videos a day or two ago. Some hidden fort or something. Watch that.
That's right. Yeah, well, on Christmas Eve, he released a video which was a community project, and yeah, I think I had first and last video. I was on it, first one, and then Thomas was on it, last one. And what reminded me of it was the Sub-X penguins behind me. It was the last video. It was like some freeze frame stuff that I did. So I hadn't done that since I was at college. But yeah, Simon must have thought it was good enough and he put it in.
Yeah, well,
So-
why not?
Cool, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seen your video come up there, and you said in your live stream, oh, you'll see this penguin. But in your live stream, we didn't see it. I thought, where's that? And like you say, at the end of it, the penguin came in at the end.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Pretty cool, that.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I've got my. But if you'd said to me a couple of weeks ago, try and get this penguin in Simon from Sub-X's videos, get it in his video, and you think, I'm going to do that. But yeah, it was a community project. He said, just do whatever you want as long as it's less than 20 seconds and greater than 5 seconds filmed in landscape. I thought, right, penguin, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a challenge for the ALW. Get penguin on the news,
What, on the main news?
local news or anything on the news.
I'll try.
It's the evidence.
I think it's doable. It's not undoable. We did see quite about you. Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, try means I will. Yeah. So
I might try and get my channel on the TV as well soon, because we've got the multimedia city in Salford, and they do quite a few live streams from the news outside. So you might see me on the news and walk past with my top on.
just write to all the press.
Yeah.
Write to all the newspapers. Write to all of them, Will. Write to all of them and say that you do like community things and stuff, and you've done all these things during lockdown and blah blah blah. Fill them full of nonsense and see if they come and see you. See if they let you on. Just do it.
I was just thinking walking behind him and like turning my back so that everyone can see the urban legend.
Advertising stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it might work. Why not? Try it.
Yeah.
Try it.
Go for it. Can't lose nothing by it, can you?
Oh.
No. So, well, we've done 2.5 hours. So, shall we go over and see this random American guy? What's he called again?
Mindset Central.
Mindset Central. ITV.
Yeah, Mindset Central. That's it. Yeah.
Airbex is saying his ITV used one of his time lapses once. That's quite cool.
Well, that's mint. That
is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, trying to find the link again. This one. So if everybody heads over to that, I've been on for 2.5 hours. Wife and kid are in bed and they can hear me talking, so a bit dodgy on them. Sorry about the burp. My apologies. They can hear me talking, so can't really stay on past this. So thank you all so much for coming into the chat. I really appreciate you guys coming on the board. So I'll do the round the robin thing. Will looks the most like he's watching, so I'll put you up first. Do you want to say your piece, mate?
Thank you, ALW, for having us on, and have a great new year to everyone, and all the best. Thank you. If it weren't for all you viewers and everything out there, and all you people, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing, really. You know what I mean? Well, we would do, but we wouldn't make it as successful as you have done. So let's the next year be even better. Much love. Goodbye. See you all later. Bye.
Thanks a lot, William. So I'll put Mr. Bengal up next.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning into ALW, and thank you all for being so kind over the year. I know a new channel just started, but thank you very much, and you'll see some more from me. Subscribe to all these guys if you haven't already. I'm sure a lot of you have. Again, have a good new year leading up to it. I'm glad you've all had hopefully a good Christmas. Thanks very much. Peace out.
So, Mark.
Yeah. Thank you for everybody that subscribed to me over this past 9 months. And don't forget to subscribe to everybody that's on the channel on the panel tonight. I appreciate it very much. And have a good new year.
Cool. So, thanks very much for tuning into my live tonight. It's been a bit of a different one. So, really, really appreciate you all for coming in. And thank you so much. And bye-bye for now. See you next Saturday. Bye.